Where is ground airport call 86 on stand 602, information Bravo on board cascades to Lisbon.
Tab 86, stand by for clearance, I'll call you back. Tab 86, I have your clearance ready. Can you report when ready to copy?
Yeah, ready. Airport call 86.
Tab Airport Portugal 86, clear to Lisbon as filed, fly level 310, runway news 10 left via the move 4 Alpha departure, transition neutral, squawk 3764.
Clear to Lisbon has filed a move 4 Alpha departure, runway 10 right. Cruise level 310, squawk 3764 for airport call 86.
Chapter Portugal negative, runway news 10 right, and I believe you did not read back the transition.
Apologies, Malvo for Alpha departure, November Uniform Extra Echo Lima transition, apologies.
Tab 86, readback is correct, report related to push your thoughts.
The call, airport call 86.
American Airlines 3660, chama quando pronto para o táxi. Go A16, did American 3660 call again? I did not hear him.
Solo Guarulhos, o American 3660 está pronto, táxi.
A América 3660, táxi para o ponto de espera Golf da pista 10 esquerda, via Yankee 5, Juliette Bravo, Golf.
Táxi, ponto de espera da Golf da 10 esquerda, via Yankee 5, Juliette Brava, da Golf, o American 3660.
E American 3660, desculpa por aquele problema que eu tive, não sei se era relacionado a mim, mas o QNH é 1026.
1026, não, tranquilo, não tem problema não, eu não sei se foi o meu microfone, eu não sei o que aconteceu não, mas vamos fazer o voo aí e a simulação, obrigado, viu?
Sem problema.
Guarulhos ground, Jam 190, stand 308, with Bravo, IFR to Goroska.
TAM 190, roger. You're clear to your destination, Sierra Uniform, Mike Uniform. Flight level 320, runway 10 left. Departure is Zorza to Alpha for transition Upside. Squawk is 3743, and information arrival is correct.
Alright, we're clear to cross-go as filed. Zorza to Alpha departure, Upside transition, squawk 3743.
TAM 190, Rebecca is correct. Report on the expression of.
Alright, we'll report when we're ready.
Buenos noches. Actually, I have the time set for the morning, so buenos dias. Welcome to São Paulo. São Paulo. Very nice to see everyone here. We got Rock Valkyrie there in the Airbus right next to us. What are you flying today, Rob? Oh, the Latam. Latam, very nice, very nice. We are in the PMDG. We're in gold colors today, and we're going to be flying in this little Montevideo event here. Montevideo Saturday Ops, the second Saturday full ATC for the entirety of Uruguay. So kind of excited about that. And things are starting to pick up here. Obviously, we're starting up here a little ways away.
Here's Pentagon.
Oh, hello, Pentagon and Kieran. Good to see you too. So we're going to start up here. It's just a little over 2 hours down the coast.
3660,
And,
contact.
Yeah, should be a lot of fun.
129.5, bye-bye.
Hello, Valkyrie.
Valkyrie, hello, sir.
Thank you so much.
So yeah, that's where we're at. What we're trying to do here. And should be fun. I like flying down here. These events are always a good time, and it's always fun to stretch yourself a little bit and get out of your comfort zone and fly out of the states a little bit. At least for me. Here's the basic plan. We are going to be heading out of Sao Paulo on the Zorz 2 Alpha with the Ubsgod transition off of runway 10 left, and then into Carrasco, Montevideo, Uruguay, runway 19er, and does not look like we have an approach yet, so we're going to have to kind of figure that out as we go. Again, we have 2 hours. What is our flight time here? 2 hours and 17 minutes airtime, so we have a little time to figure all that out. But the first thing we need to do is we need to get in here and get our clearance. So let's go ahead and do that. We've filed. I've got power established. I think I've got the IRSs aligned, and I've got a little bit of stuff put in here in terms of our flight plan, but I just want to make sure that we're all good to go here. So we're going to call up ground. I've been trying to figure out how to say this, but I think it's Garulos ground. But I don't know. I'm just going to call it ground and request the clearance information. At ground, good evening. Goal 816 at stand 307 with information Bravo requesting IFR clearance to Montevideo.
Go 816. You're cleared IFR to your destination, Sierra Uniform, Mike Uniform. Information Bravo correct. Flight level 340, runway news 10 left. Zorza to Alpha departure, transition upside, squawk 3731.
All right, clear to our destination. Runway 10 left, flight level 340. QNH is 1026 and squawking 3731, goal 816. Oh, and I'm sorry, the Zorza 2 Alpha departure.
Yeah, and transition is upside.
85 on the transition level, goal 816.
Go 816, read back is correct, report is ready for push and start.
We'll call you for push and start, goal 816. All right, so we're cleared as filed, essentially, which is good. I tell you what, SimBrief anymore, I don't know about you guys, but SimBrief is pretty much spot on anymore. I mean, I very rarely have to take, very rarely make any kind of changes, even overseas. I mean, every so often I'll get a different approach or something like that, but it's pretty doggone spot on there. So anyway, thanks for coming by, guys. Thanks for your patience. I usually go a little earlier on Saturdays, but was transporting the junior first officer back for a little, well, we were meeting up with his dad, and he was heading back home today, so we were, there we go. So we were transporting him back this morning, and yeah, it was it's been a good vacation, good visit. Good to hang out with him, and he'll be back in just a couple of weeks too, which makes it a little bit easier. So, all right, there we go. That's that, and okay, let's hop in here. Yeah, let's go take a look. Step through the plan, and we'll get going. So, just kind of trying to compare as we go here. Whoops. Off screen. Yep, Oopsod. Then down to Endel, then Darty. Artoot's in there, yep. There's Darty, Undix. Ebony, yep, that looks good. All these very Brazilian and Uruguayan sounding names. Portuguese, is that what they speak here? We've had this talk, right? Telak. Okay. Do I have a little discontinuity there from Telak? Oh, that's the final point there, and then we got to figure out. Yeah, that's as far down as we have, and then we have to figure out what our arrival is, which arrival we'll need. Again, we'll figure that out en route. That won't be a hard thing to do. I've got my V speeds, all my takeoff ref set, and let's see, what was I getting ready to do here? Oh, it's just finishing up getting the perf information here. Let's see, back to map. Come down here. Let's go into our ref, and it's our wind data that I was looking for here. Oh, actually, we're good here. I'm thinking about the Airbus. Yeah, we're good. Let's brief the taxi and brief the departure, and we'll get the, while I do this though, let me get the APU going, and we'll rock and roll. I don't think I have any fuel in the center pumps. Oh, yes, I did. All right, awesome. So again, don't worry, not another nighttime flight for me. We'll start out again. I set my time right now is 5:16 in the afternoon. I set it for 5:16 a.m. I think we'll get a nice sunrise. It's the black of night here right now. It's like 10 o'clock in the evening, or 9 o'clock in the evening here, and it's dark city. So I thought you might like a little sunrise flight for a change. I mean, I could be wrong, but you might. Okay, getting that going here. Agent Presta, welcome. Great to see you. Alright, got that set up. We can come down here. We can disconnect the ground. Services. Release. And do I have... I'm going to set my parking brake here. We'll release the chocks. And get the tug hooked up here. I think I have a door open too, possibly here. Let's just double check the doors. Maybe not. I'm getting a message from Better Push that I've got a door open. Alright, tug, whoops, yep, tug is connected. Alright, maybe it's because I have the air stairs. There we go. Now we're good to go. Almost positive here. Yep, we're good to go. Alright, here we go. What was I doing? Oh, we were going to brief the taxi and the departure. I'm a little bit distracted today. I apologize. I rolled in at about an hour before I went live, and it just takes me
Portugal 86, clear for push and start.
Just takes me a while. Nice short taxi though. Here we'll push back. I don't know. We may need some help getting out here. I don't know if it'll take us like out here to like a holding point or something, but we're going to pretty much head south out of Bay 3, and then we're going to get, I would imagine, like Yankee over here to Gulf, or I don't know, we might get any of these, but here's the holding point for 10 left, and then our RNAV departure. And we did not get a top altitude out of here, so transition altitude on the chart is 8,000, but it's on the ATIS it's AUTS 5. That's the guy said. So 8,500. And yeah, we're going to take off here on a 094 heading, make a right-hand turn. We need to be between 7 and 9,000 here at Golf Romeo 027. And we just kind of fly almost like a left-hand downwind departure. We need to be above Congojas here, the Congojas VOR above 10,000, and Zorza, and then we're out of here to Ubsa. That's our transition, and we're on our way. So that sounds good. I think we can do that, guys. Let's get rocking and rolling. I don't know how close Rock Valkyrie is to being ready, but I imagine he's not going to be too far behind us here. I'm going to really quickly just make sure that I have everything ready to go here. Polis 321 is ready. Very good. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and get a request for push and start. And ground goal 816, requesting push and start, stand 307. Ooh, I forgot to put my...
Go 816, clear for push and start. Tell me when you're ready to taxi.
Cleared for push and start. We'll call you for taxi. Goal 816. 3731. I got to get that in here. 3731. All right, that's good. We've got the departure frequency in as well. And all right, let's do yaw dampers coming on. I needed to, actually I should have had some pack air going to get some bleed air pressure. While we get all this set up, I'll get this set as well. Arrival altitude. Pretty much sea level, 62 feet. All right. So that's set. Okay, we've got some good bleed pressure. Emergency lights. We'll get the belt lights on. We need some window heat here as well. All this is good. Position light. We need anti-collision light coming on. And let's go. Left starter today. Brakes released, and here we go. Backing up, and again, I don't think I have a lot of room here really to turn, so I'm just going to go kind of straight back and just try to get. I think you'd probably get like a little bit of help. The tug might even pull you forward a little bit.
Ground. Cam 190.
Charlie now.
Charlie, we're ready for push and start to see the aircraft next to us, pushing back.
Cam 190, Roger. Yeah, I don't know if that will be a problem, but you can push back and be sure to get ready to taxi as soon as possible.
Yeah, I'll wait till he passes by, then I'll push back.
Roger.
Alright, here we go. Just judge, can I make that turn? Probably not quite yet, but nobody behind us, so we can kind of come back a little further. Yeah, that should work about right there. Set the brakes, disconnect the tug. Unfortunately, we don't get that visual here. You do if you use the PMDG menu, but we don't have that. So information Charlie now is what you're saying. All right, my friend. Okay, we got a good start on number 2. We'll see what's changed here with our ATIS. Actually, these guys, to be honest, I have no idea why they're on, but it's nice. Oh, we don't have... I thought we had approach for Sao Paulo, but it's just ground. So we'll be hopping over Unicom here in just a few. But it's kind of a crapshoot with these events in South America. I mean, oftentimes they'll have a featured area or a featured field or two, and those are staffed and like it's really, really good. But if you want to fly from outside of the airspace coming in, you just kind of throw a dart at the board and hope you get lucky. So I'm happy that we have ground here. That's cool. Okay, there's a good start on 2. And I just want to do a couple things here, Rob. I'm sorry. I'm just going to take just a couple of seconds here to 40 on the speed. Just a few more checklist items here, as they say. 94 on the heading. And since we don't have any departure controller, we're just going to go all the way up to 340. No departure, no center, nothing like that. Okay, very good. We need to come up here real quick. Yaw damper is on. We're going to hang the engine gens. And APU coming off. We're going to go ahead and get the packs back on here.
Taxi to holding point, go friendly
APU bleed coming off.
Yankee 6 Kilo Bravo.
Probe heats can come on now. Electricals can come on.
Taxi to holding point, Golf. on
Annie
runway
West
10
reminding you
left
to read the chat.
via
One moment there.
Bravo for airport 86.
Departure's 2950.
And Tenacious 10.
Yeah, but I don't think it's. Is that our departure? I mean, I've got it dialed in, so we'll see, I guess. Okay, almost ready, guys. Almost ready. Sorry. We need no anti-ice. We need flaps set. We're going to go flaps 1 departure today. And we have trim 5.5. Hey, ground. Goal 816 is ready for taxi.
Goal 816, clear to taxi to holding point Golf, runway 10 left, via Yankee 3, Hotel and Alpha.
Yankee 3 Hotel Alpha to holding point Golf for 10 left, goal 816. Alright, well I've got it 29.5.
And 190 after the goal 737 passes, you are clear for push and start, tail to the left.
Copy that. 3 passes will.
Alright, I'll get out of your way here, Rob. Alright, it was Hotel Alpha. Hotel Alpha and then Gulf. Coming out of Yankee 3, which is basically kind of straight out of this bay right here. Packs are auto, isovalves auto, APU off, flaps are set, transponders TARA. Flight controls checked, flight directors coming on. On and on. VNav and LNav armed. We're going to go straight through. Here comes the first one is Yankee here. There's nobody left and clear to the right. We're going to Hotel, then to right on Hotel, and then left on Alpha. Altitude is set and speed is set. After start checklist is complete. Taxi checklist, taxi and turn off lights are on. Anti-collision lights on. Taxi checklist complete. This is Alpha. So I wonder if we will get
So tap Portugal 86, if you could go a little bit slower there.
To add another cross passing, no worries. I stopped the hold at Golf.
Yeah, if you could hold your position toward the goal 737, that will pass you and you can follow him onto Golf.
okay.
Goal 816, contact São Paulo control 129.5, I got the full flight.
Sao Paulo control 129.5. Goal 816. We'll see it. Something's beeping at me.
And Air Portugal 86, contact São Paulo control.
I wonder if that's an inner marker or something here. Alright. Sao Paulo, good evening. Goal 816. Holding short to 10 left and ready for departure.
confirm select call is 806.
Affirm, goal 816, short of 10 left, ready for departure.
816 clear departure, runway 10 left, wind 120 degrees 04 knot, QNH 1026.
Clear for departure, 10 left, goal 816. Alright, you guys, he's a little quiet. Let me turn him up a bit. And we'll be on our way. This has got to be an inner marker beeper that we're hearing right now.
Hello. Test, test, test.
Hey, we got somebody checking in here. Let's get me ready to go here, and I'll say hello. They actually leave the wing lights on, don't they? Alright, let's do it. Who do we got checking in here? Who? It's Texas One Flyboy. Hey, Beethoven. Chris, hello? Yeah, we were wondering how you say that. Garahalas. But I already sound enough like an American fish out of water that I just go with the generic ground and control and all that stuff. Oh, look at that beautiful tap. Is that a 777 behind us? He's going across the pond somewhere. Why am I getting a beeping? What's I don't see anything that's going on. Okay, final is clear. Runway is clear. It does say 9er left, so we got a slightly outdated scenery. This is a freeware off the TO. There is a payware, and it's on sale right now for like £6 or something like that. So like less than $10. Okay, we're set. Here we go.
860, maintain hold point runway 10 left.
Hold position, hold
2 good engines.
runway 10.
Oh, I don't have 2 good engines, so oh my gosh, I've got a problem here. I had my Bravo throttles on the wrong 2. I had them on my Airbus spots. All right, there we go. Life is good now. Just a momentary panic there. No big deal. I'll explain what I did here in just a second.
V1, rotate.
O 1003 está autorizado prosseguimento para repassar estabilizado na final da pista 17 direita.
Autorizado LSX, pista 17, vai acusar estabilizado na final, ano 7 direita, 003.
H16, climbing flight level 340.
Flight 340, 816. Get a little bit of a shake there. I'm not sure why.
860, line up, maintain runway 10 left.
Alright, so we are on our way out here.
Airport score 86.
And
Papa Echo Romeo Delta, controle São Paulo.
okay, I've got a little bit of an issue here.
São Paulo, prossiga, Echo Romeo Delta.
O Echo Romeo Delta vai curvar
A part of my departure has disappeared.
Ciente, curvando direita, magnética 170, Echo Romeo Delta.
So we're going to have to fly this baby a little bit iPad Echo, if you know what I'm talking about here. That's okay.
Apollo Control, TAM 190, Hilton short 10 left, Echo Hollow.
It's
Charlie.
a little bit of a right-hand turn. We're going to estimate it here.
Hold position.
Yeah, my
Yep.
I'm not sure what happened here, but like my departure is not there. It went away. So 10 left, and Zorza, and we have the. It is the what departure or the what transition USAB. Let's execute that.
86, clear takeoff, runway 10 left, wind
and
130 degrees.
yeah, we want to be going.
1026.
We want to be going direct here.
Runway 10 left.
Okay, now we're on track. That was interesting. There we go. That's a little bit better. You can see now we're looking. Now we're looking better. 8,500. We're through the transition level, so we're going to go standard. Yeah, so there were two little miscues there on the departure. Number one, I had the, well, you know what? We have time for that. Stand by. Let me give you a little outside view of this gorgeous area. Abke, good to see you. Zeta Rodrigo, hello. First time chatter, thank you. Good to see you. You didn't happen to be the ground controller or the departure controller, did you? And that is gorgeous. Just gorgeous. I need a picture of that. Uh-oh. I missed a call here.
Delta, esquerda, formação de tráfego, 11 para as 12 horas, passando agora o 080, aeronave é Bravo 732.
I think he's clearing me direct Edno.
Tráfego, tem no ticket.
Let's find out. Echo 816. Sorry about that. Cleared direct Edno. And I'm getting a fuel alert because our center tanks are running dry. I'll let that other one, the right hand side one, run dry as well. And that was me bumping the
flight level 310 via envelope for Alpha Nuxel transition.
Climb to flight level 310 via the Marvel for Alpha Nouveau transition.
Alright, let's get out of here. We're going direct. We got a little bit of a shortcut, which was nice. Edno. And that's 133 miles away.
86 and present position, fly direct to Nuxel. Nuxel position.
Fly direct to Nuxel, thank you.
Don't get walloped. I'm going to try not to.
190, line up, maintain
TFB, just pop it in. Say hi before dinner. Enjoy your dinner, Texas One Flyboy.
190.
We'll be here for a while. Stop back by if you have a chance. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that that was one of the sloppier departures. But let's get cleaned up here. We've got a few things to do, and then I can tell you.
Voo no 687, desce o 060. Quando pronto, loop.
Yeah, all that stuff looks good there. I don't really need this anymore. Yeah, so basically, guys, what I had done is I have the
Buenas noches, TAM 8035, Type A320 over Buxuk, flight level 290, descending on the Ebrag 1 Delta arrival to the ILS runway 10 right Guarulhos. We have information Charlie, and our squawk is 6034.
8035.
So I have my controls are set up right now for the Airbus, which basically is the same as the
We'll get back to you passing flight level 150, TAM 8035.
as the Boeing, except for my the throttle quadrants that I use are 2 and 3 for my engines for the Airbus, and instead of 3 and 4, which is what I use for my Boeing. Now, I think everything else is the same, but I'm gonna, once I get sort of clear of the airspace and into Unicom, I'm gonna pause for just a second and make sure I have the right control bindings on, because the one thing I am a little worried about is I don't know if the reversers are set up the same for the Airbus versus the the PMDG. So everything else is pretty similar, but yeah, I want to make sure that I have that ready to go. Avgeek, how are you, man? Good to see you. Chris, good to see you as well.
Clear for takeoff.
And anybody else, if I came in here, have I heard about the assassination attempt? Avgeek Central asked. I have not. I've been traveling all day. Brazil is bigger than the continental U.S. Yeah, it's huge, man. It is huge. It's a massive, massive country. Obrigado. That's a thank you. No, what was the assassination attempt? Yeah, I need to turn some which is my what do I want? What's that needs to get turned down a little bit. There we go. All right, onward and upward, and I am not 100% sure, but I think he's probably going to cut us loose here soon. I don't know how high the airspace goes for these controllers. It's a little different, I think, in every country. But all right, here's us. We're going to SUMU.
190 flight via Zorza 2 Alpha, Ubside, climbing to flight level 320.
Climb via the Zorza 2 Alpha 320, Cam 190.
Alright, so he's behind us, and as usual, he's flying this baby a lot more by the books than I am. But it feels like old times, doesn't it, Rob? Rob and I, for the longest time, would meet on Saturday mornings really early, and we'd go fly in some country that neither one of us had ever been to, and just have an absolute ball, learning new procedures and stumbling over the languages, and we've seen some pretty cool places. And so he actually is the one that should get credit for this route, because he suggested to me that we should fly this, and I was like, hey, that's a great idea. All right, I'm gonna do a quick lossless scale. I'm again kind of sorry about that. I should have had that going, but we'll get that rolling here, and let's do a little again after takeoff. So I've got everything. Lights are off. Gear is, I can't stow the gear because of a little Bravo honeycomb conflict. That's okay. Auto brake is off. Starter switches are off. All my lights are appropriate. And we're off to cruise. I'm going to get all the way up to cruise before I switch my controls over, and because I know there's a couple different guys coming out of here, and I don't want to gum up the departure here. There's Rob. There's Rob coming out. Hey, Iowa Scotsman. Hello. Welcome. Nice to see you, Ron. Happy Saturday, dude.
8036. Expected ELS Yankee runway 10 right.
All right, Steam. Do your stuff.
Sorry, the message was for 8035.
For information, expected ELS Yankee runway 10 right.
We will be expecting ILS Yankee for runway 10 right, some 8035.
All right. Maybe get a little extra smoothness now out of this bad boy. And man, we're just barely climbing up here. 700 feet a minute.
Pouso nota direita ao voo
Which, I guess,
137.
no hurry, right? It thinks I'm going to 380.
Go 816 uniform 12.8, goodbye.
Over to Unicom, goal 816, we'll see it. I'm going to need to change that. Let's see, cruise. Yeah, I don't know why, but should be 340. Okay. And, okay, back to that, down to here, 2280.
Copy 816 uniform 12.8, goodbye.
A-firm 816, going over to Unicom 122.8. Have a good night.
That was for the top.
All right. All right, that was fun. I mean, hey, it's a new area. I've never flown out of there before, so that's pretty cool. I might even try to monitor him just for a little bit. Just again, I kind of think just listening to the radio calls is still a very good way to learn the phraseology and the procedures of the area. And you guys probably, as you were listening, you probably noticed
190
yeah, there we go.
to UBSAD position.
We'll listen to him. As
Uniform Bravo, Sierra Oscar Delta, M190.
as we were cleared, the you know, all the information is essentially the same. It's just the different order that they give it to you. You know, it's whatever they deem kind of most important, I think, in their different spots. All right, I promise you, we've got sunrise coming. We have sunrise coming, but apparently it's not going to be for a little bit. How about this? Can we go level change here? I'm kind of. Yeah, we're only 40 miles from the top of climb. Good fixins. Hi, Brett. Love International Melbourne. I love good fixins. How the heck are you? I need to put the auto throttle on. Oh, the auto throttle did. It clicked off. You're right. That's odd. Zenda, that's what you were trying to tell me. AT, auto throttle. Yes, thank you very much, sir. I lost that auto throttle when I bumped the trim wheel there. Thank you. Good catch. There we go. Now we're climbing. More like normal. And not exactly the most fuel efficient climb. I bet that's going to hurt our fuel numbers, which, by the way, I kind of know how to check now. I'm going to get that information out here. And so yeah, we're going to Ednall right now, and we should have 14.2, and we should have burned 4.6. So kind of keep a look at that. We'll see how we do. I don't have any other way. Oh, we just went by UBSAD. Yeah, UBSAD. What should I be? Let's take a look. UBSAD. There we go. I should have been at 15.1. We're 15.6. So I can live with that.
Descending to 7,000 feet for TAM 8035.
Boom. There we go. Our next check-in will be down here at Ednall, 4.2. Let's check our fuel on the way down. R6 Chavez, hello. Happy Saturday, my friend. Nice to see you again. You're exhausted. Been a long day. What have you been doing, man? What have you been up to? A long week? Uh-oh, that means too much work, buddy. That means more than like me mowing the lawn exhausted.
Subiu para 050, é com o meu Delta.
Nephew's birthday party today. Oh man, oh, so it's little kid tired. Okay, I feel that. That's been me for a couple of days. I'm sorry, a couple of weeks. Well, we probably, I would say, probably have around 2 hours, maybe a little less than 2 hours. So right here is kind of our next big airport, that São Jose would be the next big airport that we're coming by. But yeah, they've got an event down here. This is kind of fun. This is a great airport to fly into. Really, really fun. This whole area here is fun. We've flown into Rio a few times. I've got... Rob, what was the airport that... Oh, we got some good weather in front. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, you're right. Look at all these blue... Well, it was a little overcast when I took off. Oh yeah, some pink dots. Oh my god. I don't have the weather layer turned on. Oh yes, I do. Where are you, weather? So no thunderstorms and things like that, but just overcast with mists and yeah, fun stuff. Right now, winds are calm, but looks like having trouble reading that. I'm having trouble reading that METAR. 3,000. That's the ceiling. Mist. NSC. I'm not sure what that is. Temp 7. Dew point 7. QNH 1032. And so freezing fog. So we might have to throw some anti-ice as we go. Alright, well, we're up to cruise. No weather down here for Skyvector. Okay, so I'm not going crazy anyway, but I do see a lot of red and pink dots here. So mostly rain is kind of what I'm seeing here. Alright, give me just 2 seconds. I'm gonna change my controls to the 737. Oh, my throttle quadrant is actually, it's not even the Airbus. It was the BAE 146, because that's what I was flying 2 nights ago. All right, let's do this here. And I need to come in here and clean up some of these old controls. Okay. Weather layer. I've not used this before. Use the layer for precip. Alright. I don't know where that is, my friend. Let's get in the right part of the world first here. I've not used this. I know this is that new... This is the new one that they're working on here. I don't know how to do that, Chris. How do I do that? I do like how they have listed the name Montevideo Control. So let's go up to where we were here. We were here, and I guess it doesn't really show. At the airport. Okay, the blue triangle on the upper right. So I don't have a blue triangle here. Left side, blue triangle. Okay, here we go. Sorry, yep. Weather map. All right. So clouds, precip. Oh boy, yeah, there you go. You're right, my friend. Precip city as we go through. Wow, yeah, that's crazy. I wonder, I'm going to take this off screen. I wonder if I can connect my VATSIM account yet. Hey, baby. All right. So there we are, goal 816. Very nice. We're going to be going through it, and then as we get down here, looks like it's not too bad. Oh, and it connects to, looks like different kinds of maps here as well. Interesting. I don't know, do you like this? Chris, I haven't really messed with it a whole lot. Is it easier on the frames than Volanta? The one thing I like a lot about Volanta, and this is the hard thing for me to... oh, Rob, you like it also? The one thing I really like about Volanta, you guys, as you know, is it gives me all these little stars where I have add-on airports. So like any payware or freeware that I have uploaded that's not default, it gives me those maps there. They're going to improve it. That's what they say, but well, I'll have to keep an eye on it. I mean, I think it has some things that potentially, you know, could be nice. Here's the road map. Hide ATC gates, filter by, yeah, all that stuff. Yeah. Friendly mobile version. That'd be kind of cool to have a mobile version. Ooh, Hoppy integration. That's cool. History of events, event traffic. Yeah, I mean, that's awesome. Yeah, I'll keep an eyeball on that there, Chris. Zoom in on an airport and you can see which ones are free and taken. Okay, so like, you mean like, so this is, where'd I come out of? Right here. So this airport here is a, so how do you know if it's freeware or by the gate number? So if these are different than like what you're seeing on the ground. Oh, what gates are free? I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Yeah, that's kind of nice, honestly, because that helps you. Oh, you like the gate part? That's what you're talking about. Yeah, that helps you from spawning on top of people. That's really good. So I just, again, I would love to know, though, if there was a way. Filter map aircraft. If there was just a way to, again, to know if it's a freeware or a default or an add-on airport. Because a lot of my flights, I'm not the biggest scenery snob in the world, but I am a little bit of a scenery snob, and so a lot of my flights I will plan based on, you know, if I have that airport as an add-on or not. All right, you guys, we are passing Ednell. Let me see if I can come over here. We're supposed to have 14.2 gallons of fuel, and we have 14.6. 14.6, baby. So we're doing good despite that ultra high speed departure. I guess that's good. You're 55 behind me. That's perfect, man. Perfect. So yeah, that'll be good. That'll be good. I think we maybe have gotten out of our controllers range here, so I'll go ahead and turn him off. And we might take a look here. I'm a little nervous about anticipating arrivals into airfields that I'm not super familiar with, and I've flown into this one a few times. Rob, was this the one that you flew into last night? You said was a heck of a challenging approach. Trying to find your message here. Where was it that you came in, that you flew out of, I guess? So we've got, let's pick the approaches, or so there's no arrivals. That's why we don't have anything. So the approaches are the ones that we're gonna worry about. So runway 19er. Excuse me, guys. SBRJ. Okay. Oh yeah, Santos Dumont. Yeah, SBRJ Santos. Santos is a great airport. I wonder with Santos sometimes if I've been trying to fly the yeah, there we go, Santos. We could have come out of Santos. Like the 737, you got to really work to get the 737 up and going. I actually bought this as a payware. It's just an absolutely super scenic little airport there by Rio. Yeah. Wish the tower had ate us up. Might not necessarily be the runway we're expecting. Yeah. Well, we're out of range really for any ATC. About all I have is this, and it's showing still calm winds, 3,000 with mist, QNH 1032. But we'll definitely just have to fall in line based on the traffic. Yeah, and Beethoven, I've flown out of there. I just realized I've flown out of there a couple times, but not into Santos. So that's oh, center went off. Oh man. Oh yeah, they did. Wait. Yeah, that's disappointing. I wonder what's going on. They usually do a great job down here. 14 arrivals, 4 departures. Dang. Yeah, I thought it was a great idea. Well, that's okay. We'll still have fun. We'll still have fun getting in there. Tower will have to choose the runway. All right, but it's possible though that we'll have an ATIS though when we get a little closer. But that is kind of a bummer because they've only been going for about an hour. So, oh, we will have to choose. Yes, you're right. You're right. Because tower will just clear us to land. I'm still going to plan 17. It's straight in that way. But I'll listen to traffic too coming in, and just see. I don't suppose anybody's. So that's 19er. I guess we have 24 we could take, either one of those. 24 would probably be a little better for us, wouldn't it? Because it's a little longer. But, or I guess, oh, it's 25. Yeah, this is saying. Yeah, this is on Volanta saying 24 and 19. Did I say 17 at some point? I don't know. Looks like this guy's lining up 24. Maybe they're departing 24, landing 19. That actually would make sense. But again, we'll figure it out. When we get a little closer, we'll figure it out. I think for now, I will put in. Oh, I guess it is 1.9. Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. Volante is off something. You're right. I think I'll put in. Let's do the. I don't know that it makes a huge difference, but let's look at the ILS Yankee versus the ILS Zulu. Let's see the difference here. So Yankee, we'd come in here. We could potentially shoot a DME arc. I think we just go straight to Goethe. Come on in. What is the Zulu saying? Same deal. You could go to Oraku and then to Pagas and then down. Yeah. It's essentially the same though. 3,000 at the initial fix if you're on the Zulu, and 3,000 at the initial fix if you're on the Yankee. The Yankee is 10.2 out. The Zulu is 10 out. So it's a wash. It's a wash. Let's pick the Zulu, and I'm gonna say, can I do Pagas? Nope. It'll have to be Oraku, and we'll just have that in for now. Again, if they want something different, then so be it. And I'm gonna take the discontinuity out for now, just because I'm going to go straight to it. 3,000. Okay, that'll help get all of our, altitudes and stuff set. Conti departed now on 25 with the DC-3. Oh, I thought he was doing the DC-6. On his flight list, he was saying the DC. Oh, it is DC-6. Yeah, DC-6. There's our friend Conti. I want to talk a little smack to him here real fast.
There we go. There's your key, sir. My only ask is if you don't have explain that you do purchase it, and if you don't want it, and you don't think you'll use it, either gift it on or let us draw again.
You're planning 2.5? I think I'm going to plan the other one. Just for now. I got a feeling that they may be using one for departure.
A really cool new toy
and one for the arrival. Man, he's so busy with that DC-6, he's not even acknowledging.
286.
That's all right. He's busy. That DC-6, man, it keeps you hopping. It's a cool plane, though. It's a cool plane. And all right. That was a good giveaway. Holy cow, if you're giving away a Challenger, man, oh man. Well, how do you like the sunrise so far? The sunrise would be out here, wouldn't it? Oh, there we go. It's coming. Rob, it was on the way home today, 102. What am I giving away? Exclamation point Zebo. Get you a ticket. I am doing a poker run giveaway though on the 27th, So here in just a couple of weeks, make sure you're signed up for the Virtual USA Flying Club. We're going to do a little poker run. In the Black Hills of South Dakota. Yeah, we're starting to get a little something. Rob, I'm still thinking we might get an ATIS though. I know we pick generally when it's just tower, but we might get an ATIS, and with a little bit of clarification. I think the last aircraft I gave away was that J3 Cub. Yeah, Rob Valkyrie won that sucker. It's a great plane. Fantastic aircraft. All right, yeah. Florianopolis. It's like a combination of Florida and Indianapolis there. Good fixins. Didn't you do some ATC work in Indy for a while? Speaking of that J3 Cub, we are just about ready for the 4th installment of the Flight of Passage stream. We're ready to start the 2nd day of their journey. So, haven't decided what day. Back in the day. Yep, indeed. I remember that. But yeah, we'll be doing a little bit more flying toward the West Coast, and looking forward to that. I've actually been rereading the book, and I've just got to the spot in the book where they got to El Paso, and they met their B-52 bomber buddy and his wife and his daughter, and they took a quote-unquote day off in El Paso. They just about got their pilot's license pulled because they landed in a controlled airspace without a radio. Oh man, what a great read. What a great read. I've been enjoying it thoroughly. Next stream, by the way, will be if you're doing the book study along with me, which I say that with as much tongue-in-cheek sarcasm as possible. If you know me, I'm not a book study guy, but if you are a part of the book study club, it's chapter 10, and we'll be doing the first part of their trip from East Richmond to Blytheville. If you remember, they made it to East Richmond, and they're gonna head down to Blytheville, and yeah, they made it to Indiana basically on their first day, so they're pumped up, and they're about to get into some publicity because they're going to stop in a little regional airport there south of Indiana. It should be interesting. Well, I wonder what happened with the Montevideo guys, because they, like I said, they generally are pretty good about their events down here. Venezuela's got something going on. So all of these airports that I picked up, with very few exceptions, are freeware ones off the TO. There are some amazing scenery artists that have done a lot of work in South America. So there's quite a few places a guy can fly. Even a couple of these kind of out west of Ecuador. I do have a couple freeware. Of course, it doesn't really show the difference between the two. Santos Dumont is one of them, and there's also a bunch of payware that are available at a very reasonable price. I mean, nothing costs more than about $15, and they're all really neat, just unique looking airports. Hey, look at that! We got a little sunrise coming up, boys and girls. Did I leave the wing light on? Shouldn't have. I can't tell. Off. I need a little more light. You ever think about getting back into it, Fixie? I've been kicking around, maybe looking into some ATC with all the free time I have, of course. Rob, were you up on the roof this week? I mean, I'm imagining you guys have had some seriously warm weather out your way as well. Cargo fire. Hello, John. Yeah, we're just right around the corner there. Just over the next hill, we're there. Had to take a couple, took off a couple, yeah. What's the rule of thumb? Do you just kind of like, is there a heat index that you can't work at, or is it just kind of a mutual thing, like, it's a little dangerous to work? Because if it's 100 out, and you're on top of a roof, it's every bit of 120 probably. It's kind of a, I wonder how you shake that out. Cargo Fire, you doing any flying tonight, my friend? We're doing this Montevideo Saturday ops. Unfortunately, the center controller has gone offline. Oh, you're just doing repairs, leaks, etc. So you're on your own, so you just take off when you want to, yeah. Ah, man, learning the F-16 tonight. Aha, very nice, very nice. Falcon BMS. What is that? Is that, oh, that's like a DCS type deal, huh? Combat simulation. Ah. As real as it gets, aren't they all? Benchmark sim. Huh. Free mod for Falcon 4.0. Looks like ANS 660 is approaching. Yeah, let's see where he lands. So, does this have some person-to-person kind of? Is it DCS in that regard, where like you can do some dogfighting with other live people, or is it all AI stuff? Advanced AI. So all I need is another sim to maintain. Okay. Gotcha. Not as popular. Yeah. Sometimes doing the AI stuff is almost more enjoyable because you don't have to worry about connecting to certain servers and yeah. Well, cool. F-16 is an awesome fighter jet. Iconic. Kyan, hey, how's it going? Happy Saturday. Okay, we're coming up on Undex. Time for a little field check here. And I won't bore you with the details. 12.3, and we are 12.8, so we're doing good. We're doing good on fuel. We're about a half a ton more than we should be. You got back into DCS after picking up the Apache. Oh man, yeah. I've heard the helis are just amazing in DCS. Hi Conti, you were busy arm wrestling that four banger up into the air there, so I wasn't able to stay around. But did you chase all the ATC away or what, dude? What the heck, man? Did they say, well, Continuum has flown out, so it can't get any better than that. We're going offline. You won't be able to reply to me because you're busy. But anyway, good to see you, Conti.
Thanks for subscribing.
You're awesome. Conti, thanks for the description, my friend.
Thanks for subscribing.
I will definitely enjoy the landing. It's, yeah, we probably could take a look at that, by the way. We still have quite a ways to go. I'll hold off just a little bit. Conti, thank you, my friend. I'm watching you, watching me, watch you. It's kind of a weird Matrix thing.
Before, he said in the chat, make sure you clear the deer off the runway. So I just jumped into his chat then and did my resub, and then said that we've cleared off the deer from the runway. So go check out Mr. Melvin. He's such a nice bloke, really nice guy.
Yeah, he's lying now.
He's streaming as well. He's arriving into where we departed from. He came from I think up north in Brazil somewhere. Yeah, Sao Paulo. So I just dropped in and said g'day. And I thought it was funny because he was in here and then I went over there and it was good fun.
He's a good dude. He's a good dude.
Welcome to Pop Culture.
Yeah, Chris, you are for sure. Victor, hey, thanks for the follow. Victor, you shouldn't do what Conti tells you to do because you're just going to be.
Welcome to Pop Culture.
Ad KTTV. You guys are you're being misled. You're being misled. Conti is way too complimentary, and you will see in no way, shape, or form anything close to good aviation or streaming skills. I just tried to distract you with a little sunrise here. Thank you guys for following. I appreciate that. Well, yeah, let's take a look since it's not getting as daylight, it's as dawny as I thought. So I don't know why I'm getting double welcomes and all that stuff, but hey, that's okay. Victor and 80K, welcome you guys. How am I going to make my own judgment on my own? Oh yeah. Well, I tell you what, I copy Continuum. Like, there's a lot of my stream that's a complete, total thievery of what he does. So yeah, anything good is probably something I've either copied from him or from Slant Alpha or from 757 Spy. It's just kind of a mix of like all that stuff there. All right, so there is no arrival, so we're going straight to the approach. We're going to hit Araku at 3,000 over to Pagas and down, and then it's potential. Yeah, there you go, Pixie. I love that. I love that emote. Did we decide? Are we going to get? Well, we're planning this. I guess if we could look at 2.5. I mean, what's? Is there anything different? Yeah, it just brings us in this way. I could go either direction, honestly, because it's the same essential thing here. So we got to get down to 3,000 for the initial fix, grab the localizer and head on in, and then all of the go-arounds will look like they all come out here to this this Renix. I take it back. Yeah, to Renix. So 2.5 would probably be better for us, again, because it's a little longer, so we've got a little bit more room to float down the runway. You're going to go 2.5 with the Nilba. Yeah, Chris, it's a small group, and we do kind of all hang out together. It's just like we all meet at a different restaurant. Nilba. All right, we're in. We've made the change, Rock Valkyrie. That'll be good for us. And then I can come over here and we can ref the arrival, flaps 30. And we do have to kind of pay attention a little bit to outside air temp, because with that with that mist, there's a possibility of some icing, so we'll have to make sure that we just are aware of that, I guess, on the way down. But anyway, I lost my train of thought now. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, oh, Victor Hugo, hey, first time chatter, greetings from Brazil. Thanks for coming in, Victor, and nice to see you, sir. Brigado, is that what you say? Pixie, I should have gotten a wind check from Conti. It's calm, winds are calm, buddy. But you're right, I should have. So anyway, 80K, just to give you a side-by-side, apples-to-apples comparison. The last time I flew the DC-6, I put it down in the river, the Potomac River, on the river visual into Reagan. So, you know, if that gives you any kind of a comparison sense there. Where is Continuum going? I wonder if I can even track him. Sometimes I can. Sometimes, oh, you know what? I can track him on Beethoven's fancy map here, can't I? All right, Beethoven. How do I close this? What have I done? I've got some. I want to close you. Get away. Go away. How do I do this? Nope. 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 I don't know. Oh, it takes like half the page up. There we go. Whoops. Okay. See if we can find a DC-6 heading out of Montevideo. He may not be connected to the network either. Where would he be? Is he already... I don't know if he's going north or south or where he's going. Oh, here comes a guy into... he looks like he's shooting 1-4. Alright, I don't know. I don't know where he went. That Australian bloke is... wait a second. There we go. That might be him. Yep, this is him. Alright. Yep, we got... he's heading to SAEZ. All right, very nice, very nice. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That is the nice thing about that one. Oh, tower just went off also. Well, there you go. Rob, did our reputation precede us or something? What's going on? We've generally been very good. We've been like the ambassadors of goodwill. We did get controlled up there, and yeah, had ground and kind of departure, and then we were heading down to this Montevideo event, and they've just kind of, yeah, they've went offline. It's only been in about an hour and a half. They had advertised to stay on for another couple hours, but anyway, I don't know. Yeah, Rob, that's a good question. Victor, I don't know what's going on. They started, the event just started at 2300 Zulu, so an hour and a half ago, but Center was already offline. Center's been offline for the better part of an hour, I think, already. So I don't know, something, you know, life happens, things come up, right? But it is a bummer because you know, we've been all the way down the coast here with no ATC, and heaven help us, bunch of pilots trying to get in here on our own, but we'll be okay. We'll be all right. Got a little sunrise coming up, and life is good. So, no, Rob, I thought it was a great idea myself, but yeah, I don't know. Things happen, though. Things happen. All right, I'm turning the terrain map off. What's our next fuel check here? Vukmo 11.4, and we're at 11.8. Good deal. So yeah, Victor, I don't know if you're a controller or a sim pilot or a real life pilot for this area, but we love flying down here. There's no doubt about that. We've Rob just flew into Santos Dumont last night, and you know, we took off obviously right close to that, and flown down here a time or two. Let's see. I don't have to guess. How many times have I flown down here? Yeah, Montevideo a couple different times, to Carrasco, and what's this flight? Oh, this is the one we're doing right now. Then there's Sierra Uniform Lima Sierra, Captain Corbetta. Done it a couple times. So, you know, like, we enjoy flying over here. I need to get down to the southern part of the continent, or the continent a little bit here. And these Andes are just really imposing. Very, very tricky to navigate. We did this here is actually a flight that we did in the Mooney. We were just doing like a little ferry flight. We made it all the way up to about here, and I kind of just got tired of it. But we were going to try to take it all the way back up to the U.S. But yeah, it was a complete offline thing anyway. So there's our sunrise. Starting to get there. I'm going to do a stretch break. I'll be right back. Orion's belt, yep, right there. I do love how that's realistically shown in the sim. That's really cool. Yeah, we're getting a little bit lighter and brighter. Oops. So I can come down here and take a look at my approach, and we decided for the ILS Zulu 25 off of Nilba. Okay, that sounds good. How about this? We should also take a look at the taxi here. We get on the ground. So a left-hand turn, probably here on Charlie if we can. Those real-life pilots they're good enough that they can exit wherever they're supposed to. I'm guessing that it would be nice for us to be able to vacate at Charlie so we don't cross the runway and then we have to come back and cross it again. I don't have a stand in particular, so we're just going to kind of come in here and call it good. Somebody just made a Unicom text radio call. Alright, well, again, kind of a bummer. No ATC, sorry, I don't even have anybody to monitor. So you've had to put up with me for, well, geez, an hour and 40 minutes now. And trust me, I'm not that entertaining. We got Jeffrey B, by the way, just looking at some other streamers going on. He's doing some VATSIM ATC for Harrisburg ground tonight. That's awesome. Scotty Tahati is buzzing around somewhere, checking out that updated Bing scenery mod. Scotty Tahati would be a great one to go check out. 757 Spy, of course, they're doing some spy flight. Atlanta to Orlando in the 777. Very nice, very nice. And our friend STW222 Stu is doing Louisville approach tonight. So yeah, we got a few different guys out there to go check out. If you're flying, by the way, there's a lot of stuff happening right now. I think the Saturday night event is titled something like City in the Forest or something like that, but it's an Atlanta-centered event, so that's where the action is tonight. You can see all the ATC kind of right around here. What do we got going on here? Ken is Dulles to Dallas-Fort Worth. Very nice. Who else do we have? flying along with us. Eric is doing some work there at Oshkosh. He's got a cool deal set up. Tomorrow there's an event called like a radial Sunday radial fly-in or something. He's flying the Beaver in from a field just north, I think, down into Oshkosh. What's Mr. Arco doing? Mr. Arco is Oakland Metro to Memphis, and oh, he's flying that new MD-11. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. He's got a little bit of traveling still to go. About what, 2 hours or so, maybe a little less than that. That thing really goes. Yeah, just south of Denver right now. In that TFDI. Passenger Command's down in Miami. What's PIC doing right now? Not sure. He's just down there. Having a donut or something. Pier Lux also at Oshkosh right now. Very cool. Very cool. QC Frank. Descending somewhere. Where are you, QC Frank? Where are you? Lights. Head into Quebec there in the... I'm not sure what he flew into Quebec. Oh, he's on the... No, he's made it. St. George? Oh, that's where he went. The CSH-2. I don't know what plane that is. Riley, what's up? It's going pretty good, except for Rock Valkyrie scared away all the ATC down here in South America. Alright, what's a CSH-2 aircraft? Aircrafty. Oh, it's not a it's an attack helicopter. Sweet. Very nice. Very nice. Alright, that's awesome. So he's buzzing around strafing somebody. Who else do we have? Rock Valkyrie, of course, we know where he's at, chasing me. And Tim Dog is going from Atlanta to Orlando. Ooh, he's 39 miles out. He's just about there. Tim Dog, we're gonna stalk you, man. Flying the 7-3. Excellent choice, Southwest. Love it. But yeah, Riley, here's us. Here's Rob and I. We're cruising down here. I've lost Rock Valkyrie. But yeah, there he is. There he is. We're coming down here. We departed up here from Sao Paulo and coming down here to Montevideo. It was supposed to be an event, but the ATC has skipped out on us, so we're just kind of doing our own thing. How's your weekend been, Riley? My dog says hello. Cody. The big news around yeah, The one of my big guys did come down, the one that normally disconnects the auto throttle by rubbing his or the autopilot by rubbing his head on the trim wheel. Hey, Planet Neutral, how are you? But yeah, the big news here, we transported the junior first officer back to his dad. We met halfway and had some lunch, and anyway, it was a sad day. He's happy to be heading back. Boulder's had a good day, all right, or he's saying good day. Either way, hello Boulder, good to see you again. Welcome back. Yep, the his little sister was here for about a week, and then she went back. She wasn't feeling too hot, so she went back early, and then we hung on to the little 7-year-old for another week and shipped him back, filled him full of root beer and ice cream, and sent him back to his parents. This is where we ate, Johnny J's, and voted best milkshakes in Wyoming. It's one of those places where you get the shake, and then you get the leftover in the middle. So the leftover in the middle is almost the same as the shake that you have in your drink. But yeah, if you're ever in town, get the order the Oreo milkshake. It's a very, very, very delicious treat. I was disciplined. I resisted. I had a barbecue chicken sandwich, but held off on the shake because I thought I might want to treat myself later on tonight. So anyway, but it was fun. Alright, that's making my sim be crazy slow. Yeah, I was sharing, I think on stream Thursday, how so my son and his wife are very healthy eaters. They do a really good job of cooking at home and making healthy meals. And if you have not been around a 7-year-old in a while, they're extremely picky. And if you haven't been around a 1-year-old, they're even worse. But somehow my son and his wife, they do a really good job of making healthy choice meals and, you know, all that good stuff. Well, when he comes to Papa's house, let's just say it's not quite the same menu. And we tend to maybe go out a little bit more often and order out a little bit more often, and there's maybe a little more pizza on the menu and that kind of stuff. So I was telling my wife, he has become the like quite the restaurateur. So like one of the first things he does, and I do a good job of it. But one of the first things he does when he gets here is he kind of lays out the dinner menus for the week, and we've got to go to here one day and here one day and here one day. It's pretty hilarious. We do a good job of that, so we have to kind of debrief him on the way back, you know, and let him know, hey, you know, you're probably not going to get root beer every night like you did at Papa's house. Probably won't have pancakes every morning for breakfast and all that stuff. He's pretty understanding. All right, you guys, we're getting close here. No, I take it back. I take it back. We got a little while yet. What is our... Expecting at 10:47 Zulu. And right now it's about... oh, wait, that clock is going to be off because I bumped it back. Yeah, so we're currently... Yeah, so we're under an hour. We're expecting... We just passed Kobni. We're expecting Virag here in just a few minutes, and then another 50-ish minutes. So we're getting closer. Let's do a little descent forecast here. I think I can get this information now. Yeah, we can request the descent winds. A lot of the stuff they've done in this FMC has really been nice in terms of automation and giving it more of that CPDLC feeling. Get all the winds loaded up. Beautiful. So the wind, not really a problem, but the moisture, the precip, is going to be sort of what gets us here from the sounds of it. All right, get a couple of fix rings in just to kind of remind me if I'm not already starting to configure. Start thinking about rev speed and fully configured by 4. How far away am I? About 50 minutes, I think. 220 miles. So not even 50, 45 minutes, 40 minutes. I was kind of holding out hope, Rob, that maybe somebody else would pick up the baton from Sumu. Oh gosh, was I looking at the wrong thing here? Progress page. Oh, that's the top of descent. Trying to remember how to I've got my time, but you can change that. How do I change that? Trying to remember here. Position report. Position. Yeah, which menu is that off of? I'm blanking out here, Rob. Progress page. Yep, progress for page. And then, oh yeah, nav status. Position shift. Nope. Position. I'm totally blanking out. You saw position report. Next page. Oh, there we go. Let's load it up and we will see. I don't think I've ever loaded the position report before. Doesn't look like it's doing anything for me. Well, we will be about another 25 minutes to top of descent, and then about another 20 minutes after that. So 46 minutes is what I'm seeing time-wise. So I'm not sure. Like I say, I'm just blanking on how to get the... There's a way to get the... departure arrival, maybe? Yeah, I'm just totally blanking on this right now. I'm sorry, Rob. I'll keep thinking. It's not on the main flight plan page. Well, so what it gives, yeah, it just gives you the leg to leg to leg total. But only, I just get a, yeah, 1046. I don't get a, yeah. And I'm sure it is on the progress page somewhere. I just am not thinking clearly enough to figure it out. I know, Rob. I mean, it's coming. It's just a little slower than I thought. Alright, so the remaining distance should be indicated right above the top of climb, top of distance on the progress page. This is the flight simulator. Alright, top of climb, top of distance. So, oh, is that maybe instead of the altitude? Is this 296? Oh, yeah, 296 miles. I was thinking that was altitude. That was dumb. I wouldn't be at flight level 295 at Sumu. So yeah, 200, just a whisker under 300. Yeah, so you're still right in trail about 50 miles. Nice. Are you flying it in real time, Rob? You're doing it in the day. You flew in the event earlier at night in real time. Hello, 757 Spy and Raiders. We're getting double notifications today for some reason, but welcome Timbog. Hello Canutus. Great to see you guys. Thank you for the follow, Nebraska Farmer. Awesome to see you guys. Hope you're doing well. One of those we're getting double notifications, but that's all right. Meow 30, hello. Cuban Alex, how's it going, guys? We're on our way down the east coast of South America, flying down towards Montevideo. And we just took off out of São Paulo a little bit ago, and yeah, we've got 290 miles or so to fly. We thought we were going to have an event down here. My mic is loud. You're right, it is loud. What just happened there? Test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 12, 11, 55. All right, there we go. There we go. How's that? Is that better, Tim Dog? Sorry about that. I am stalking you. Yes. Yes, I am. You are about to land. Maybe you've already landed. See, in fact, we have you up Let's see. Did you only had 39 miles to go a minute ago, so you landed. All right. Well, let's go see if you are crazy enough to if you're crazy enough to friend me on Volanta, that's what happens. Now I don't even know where you went. Did you go into, where did you go, Tim Dog? Why can't I see your flight now? Went into Orlando. That's right, Orlando. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, you landed right on the taxiway? What the heck, Tim Dog? Come on, man. Well, we don't have any landing data yet. Sometimes it takes a little bit, but we'll come back with that landing data, and we will make sure to properly judge your landing live on stream in front of the world to see. Negative 306. All right, all right. For what else am I using VATSIM maps? So the main thing that I would be using any of these is essentially to figure out where ATC is. That's kind of the main thing that I use them for. Then the second main use, I guess, the second use would be to see where traffic is, especially my friends. And then after that, so once you get, ATC data, like what's the frequencies, who's online, where's coverage, where are your friends flying, then this is the other thing that's cool about Volanta, is it kind of gives you a visual sort of flight log of where you've flown. And just kind of, again, gives you ideas like, oh, I haven't flown here, I should fly over here. But yeah, just that's really all I do. This has been a nice feature here, the knowing where my add-on airports are. And again, don't freak out, most of these are free. Like all of the Africa mods, that's that huge Africa content package there. But then I gotta admit that there's been a few things that Volanta has added on, even for the freeware dudes, like the 3D mode, the day-night satellite mode. You can put the sectionals up. You can show weather. So yeah, it's becoming a little bit more of a flight tool as opposed to just seeing who's online, and so I don't know, but we do like to have fun judging Tim Dog mainly. He doesn't know it, but he's really the only guy that we publicly Volanta stock. I hope you had a good flight, Dave. Thank you again for coming in, Dave. 757 Spy is just again, if you've been living under a rock and you don't already follow him, you want to go give him a follow. Fantastic content creator, and a guy that again, we've been modeling our stream after for a number of years now, and he's just he's a neighbor just to the north of where we live, actually, just one state north of us. So kind of cool to have a local guy. We consider those, if you're only one state away and from Wyoming, you're considered local. It is a blank slate. But I tell you what, that mod has it like you don't have any excuse not to go flying. And then Good Fixin's actually found another really cool bush mod that he shared in might have been the MSFS, yeah, Heli Bush Pilots Paradise Mega Pack. Our friend Piefly has put this together, and it's basically located on the east coast here. Yeah, it's kind of down here. I'm not sure my country's in South America, but you can kind of see in between Madagascar and the east coast. So I'm excited. I have not got that downloaded yet, but that looks like our kind of place. Take some float planes, maybe some helicopters, maybe, I don't know if the you know, if it's heli centered or not, which that's not a bad thing. But yeah, I'll share that link, you guys, if you want, if you're interested. But anyway, it has it does not have much VATSIM coverage. Yeah, it's gonna mainly be a VFR experience, or I shouldn't say it that way, a non-ATC experience. Yeah, a Unicom experience. That's what I meant to say. But they do South Africa. In fact, we just flew into Cape Town the other day. Oh, and hey, looky there, Rock Valkyrie. Tower is online, baby. Tower is online. That'll help. That'll help. Maybe we'll get a little control. It sure is nice if you have ATC to help you into these places. But yeah, I just flew into Cape Town the other day. I was doing an overnight long haul from Dubai down to Cape Town. What was kind of cool is when I departed Dubai, there was ATC because it was like middle of the day, and then I got to flying and disconnected from VATSIM, went to bed, woke up about here at Botswana, and there was approach and tower that came online at Cape Town. So it was, I had ATC on both ends. It was really cool. Africa to go. Thank you. I was going to look for that. That's the one that Chris, that has given me all these airstrips. So everything that you see here that's Africa to go, and some are big international airports and some are small bush strips. And as you can tell, like, I have not flown a lot and there's a lot of awesome places to fly. So that I highly recommend that. That is a very, very good add-on. But here's what I would tell you is you need to have like something like the FS organizer or something to that effect, because it's a lot of airstrips and a lot of data, and it's like, if you're not going to fly there, it's kind of nice if you can just turn those off and anyway not worry about loading those up as well. My tech review just landed at MCO. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. You have much to tell over African landscapes. Oh, really? Spent some time out in that neck of the woods? My tech review, welcome. Hope you had a good landing at Orlando. It looks like a nice little area to go to, kind of a spin-off of the Atlanta event, right? That's the main event that's going on right now. All right, let's get back in. Let's find Tim Dog here. Tim Dog, let's see if your landing data has loaded up yet. Negative. Oh yeah, yes it has. There we go. Look at that. 103. Wait a minute. Why do I see? Oh, did you hit like a little bump or something over here? You landed twice. Speed was 131. Negative 306. That looks pretty rock solid. Let's pull up sat view. Let's see how do we do. Oh, little floaty, my friend. Look at that. But got it down in the touchdown zone. That works. That works right down the stripe too, buddy. Well done. Well done. Caught the first high speed. That's how the pros do it right there. That's our friend Tim Dog. Absolutely rocking the landing tonight. Well done. And then just for showing off purposes, did a little bunny hop there at the end as well. Volante had a 197, but the Orlando scenery didn't load. Oh no. Oh, crap. That's not good. So Chris is saying, oh, it was a scenery bump, Tim Dog. All right, I figured it was something like that. You know, when I was working in hospital at night, you had some time to watch Google Maps. Oh, I see. That's what you're saying. You did some Google Map African landscape researching. It's quite a place. It's quite a place. I think it's a, from what I've read, I think it's a tricky place to be a pilot. I think there's a lot of unregulated stuff that you have to battle there. But in Flight of Passage, they flew, not Flight of Passage, Fate is the Hunter, Ernest Gann, they flew into Africa quite a bit. Alright, here's a little sunrise shot for you. Just a quick shot because I do think we're going to be getting close to Papa descent here in just a bit. Let's turn our zoom out a bit here. Yeah, so we're coming up. Let's do one last fuel check. Mimol. What should I have? Mimol's 7.9 and we are at 8.5, so we have done well with our fuel prediction and burn. Company will be happy. For Beethoven's saying Asia is a blank slate, especially the mountains of Karakoram and the Himalayas. Yeah, we haven't done much flying up there either. There's a cool Lukla scenery pack that we bought a while back, and we did a couple of flights from Lukla to base camp and tried to go touch a ski at the top of Everest and that kind of stuff. But Kathmandu, that would be a fun place to fly. And Akanti, speaking of our friend Continuum, is planning to do a marathon flight. Back in World War II days, they flew a route called the Hump, and it was kind of over the Himalayas there in DC-3s and C-46s and stuff like that. Pakistan has 2 airports, which are a big challenge. Yeah, lots of places, right? How many times do we say that, right? Man, I got to get up there and fly a little bit more. Got to get up there and fly. There's just only so many hours in the day. Skardu and Gilgit. Wonder if there's any freeware options for those. Beethoven has shared several very, very awesome scenery recommendations, but the financial the person in charge of finances has said, well, your budget is free 99 for stuff like that. So I'm saving up currently to be ready in case that 727 freighter drops from FSS. That will be my next pickup. Alright, altitude is set. Oh, really? Oh, really? Yeah, please share away, Chris. I love reading that stuff. And then maybe I'm going to copy these airports here and paste them on my flight plan so I can come back and check it out here. I love ideas from you guys, so please keep them coming. Keep them coming. Okay, awesome. Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Chris. and I am finding 2 freeware options. Awesome. For these airports. Cool. Very cool. Very cool. So if anybody is interested in potentially flying to these places, here's a couple of links to some freeware. Yeah. Thank you, Beethoven, for the ideas. Okay, let me get back to my flight here, if I can. And looks like tower, but that's okay. Tower's better than nothing. So tower is going to be online here, 18.1. Ooh, and I've got my tech review. All right, my tech review. You asked for it, my friend. Coming at you. 18.1. Let's go ahead and tune him in. Be ready to at least check in on final. It's we love having ATC. We love the guidance. And even though this plane does a pretty good job of the descent planning, it's still kind of nice to have the confirmation of, hey, you should be at this point at this particular time. But especially when you're going right from cruise down to initial altitude. So my tech review, I don't know if I'll be able to stock you on this first flight or not, or the one that you just did. Sometimes, well, let's find out. Let's find out. Flights. What did we just have? There we go. Into Orlando. There we go. Oh my goodness. All right, here we go, guys. What do we got here? Now keep in mind this is without scenery. So 196. Yeah, 1G, 145. This is a 777. That is an absolutely phenomenal landing. Holy crap, in the 777. That is really nice. Let's see how close you got, even though, again, no real scenery loading in. Oh, man. Like, just past the 1,000 footers, and... No, I take it back. Sorry, there's the 1,000 footers. So, a little floaty, but again, right on the center line. And got her shut down in time to get off at the first high speed. So, that's not a bad landing, considering you didn't have scenery really to look at. So I'm assuming you just had like the ortho or the photogrammetry that you were looking at. Is that all you had, really? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. You guys, you see landings like that, you're going to start to expect that kind of stuff from me. I don't know, maybe that's not good. My tech review, I might have to kick you off my friends list if you keep doing that. Just floated it. RNAV in the 777's no joke. Yep. Only had pappies and runway lights. Oh yeah. I was surprised at when I've been flying it, and I only have probably 5 or 6 flights, but it's pretty responsive for a big aircraft. Better give you one more shot outside here. Don't want all that trouble setting up a sunrise shot. Can't really see the landscape just yet, can we? But I've had a lot of fun with that 777. I almost flew that tonight. I was thinking about flying the Phoenix, but I couldn't find a. I guess I could have flown the TAM. I just couldn't find a livery that was kind of appropriate. The RNAV and the 777 motion visual, yeah. Yeah, if it has the what is it, the GNP or whatever, that'll give you some vertical guidance. So, Chris, I've been doing something a little different here for the summer. I thought I would change it up a little bit. And I don't know how many people have noticed the little symbols in the top. They don't look very good at night, but yeah, oh, in fact, they look horrible right now. I may have to go away from it, but yeah, I've been doing a little bit of a Bible group with our coaches, and this is so there's a Fellowship of Christian Athletes that is a pretty big organization here in the U.S. And we've been doing some work with that group. I've done stuff with them on and off for my whole career, really. But we've had a really good coaches group start to meet from about the middle of last year. So I thought I would just put that up there a little bit. But that's a little bit of information there. But maybe I just need to go back to sharing the Bible verses. I just thought it'd be kind of fun to shake it up a little bit, but no one has really asked about, and I can see why now. They just look horrible. They don't look at all like what they're supposed to. But I thought maybe somebody would say, "Hey, what's the deal with the four?" I mean, I guess they kind of. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, so what those four symbols are supposed to represent is the gospel. That's all. It's the entire gospel. So anyway, I'll let you read about it, but you are the first in about 3 months. Well, no, okay, month and a half, because I started in June to ask about it. So I either need to do something a little different or just go back to my normal Bible verses. But yeah, it's okay to shake it up a little bit. Okay, down we go, and I'll probably stay Unicom until we get closer to final. Then we'll check in with Tower. Did we ever get anything ATIS wise? No, we did not. So just we do have a little tower controller. So we'll have clearance to land, probably a little bit of maybe some taxi instructions, and yeah, we'll go from there. Should be a beautiful dawn arrival, though. I kind of think myself, like, I would love, if I could go back and do it again, I would love to be a cargo pilot and fly those routes where you depart, just like we did. Basically, you depart when it's dark and you fly and the sun comes up and you arrive in the daytime. And I don't know, there's something just kind of magical about that, I think. I don't know why, but I don't know. I think that'd be cool. That'd be cool. However, you say that, right? You got to be careful what you wish for, because like my life has turned out pretty dang awesome, so I have no complaints. Okay, we should start to show up here on the moving maps. Like, you always want, like I'd want a different job, but I'd want the same family and live, it just never happens that way, right? I mean, it wouldn't happen that way. Okay, let's work through a little flow here. Descent. We've got the forecast entered, the fixed rings are set, arrival date is checked. Altimeter. We're gonna grab the altimeter off of here. It's 1032. I'm gonna preset that, and I don't know what the transition altitude is here, so I'm just gonna use 18,000 like I do in the States. That by the time we get down to tower, it won't matter anyway. Minimums as we head in. What are my minimums here? 302 decision height and decision altitude. So, oops, 302. That's set. Anti-ice. We need to consider it, don't we? Because we're gonna hit visible moisture. I think we're just gonna be a little bit of we're gonna just prep and put that on for now. Better safe than sorry. And even though we're kind of getting to daylight, I'm gonna give myself some dome light here just so I can make sure. All right. Okay, descent checklist above the line is complete. We're going to go auto brakes 2. I can't arm my speed brake either because I don't have, it's that same binding conflict with my honeycomb. Oh, I need to go continuous. Yeah, we've got exterior lights to go. $72 miles. It's heck to find en route charts for Pakistan. Oh man, yeah. Hey, if whatever you want to share, feel free. I mean, that's awesome. 9,000 is the transition altitude, Rob is saying. It'll probably show on the somewhere on the chart, doesn't it? This says 3,000. What the? Transition level by ATC. Yeah. Oh well. I'm just gonna go 18. In fact, I'm gonna even do it one more now. I'm gonna go right now, baby. I'm an American. Do what I want. Well, thanks for hanging out again, you guys. I appreciate it. I know no ATC is, you know, not the funnest in the world, but I have enjoyed the heck out of things. So it's always much more enjoyable when you have people to visit with, though. So I do appreciate that a bunch. Thank you again, Spy Raiders, if you're hanging out. Hopefully I'll give you a decent landing to talk about, or maybe better yet, I'll give you a horrible landing to talk about. And yeah, remember that Melvin Leroy guy? Wow. I can't quite tell. Looks like maybe there's some of that moisture, but maybe things have kind of burned off a little bit too. It's hard to tell. Hard to tell. 3,000 is what we're shooting for at Nilba. Let's see here. Nilba. Is that where our descent ring is at? Our descent banana? Yeah. Looks like we're going to be pretty doggone close. Back up to the unseen flight levels. 470. What? What are you flying, Riley? $134 is ref speed, flaps 30. So we're just going to call it 140 for the approach speed. Oh, you're flying the Gulf again? Nice. Yeah, from Billy Bishop. Is that Billy Bishop? CYTZ to Bangor? From AKD. I think Rob Valkyrie has that jet, and he likes it. I think he said good things about that. I'm pumped up. Monday for Moncton Monday, I picked up a brand new scenery for Halifax. I didn't realize I didn't have the payware for MSFS. I have it for X-Plane, but not MSFS. And so I grabbed that the other day. And I've not flown a Moncton Monday now in a little while, so I'm gonna jump on there and we might even do a bonus Moncton Monday stream. So Riley, I don't know if you're controlling or not, but tell your Halifax crew to be ready. Your Moncton crew. Be amazing to get the Global 6 or 8. Maximum cruise level 510. Oh my lord. That's like those Embraer, some of those, like the 135, and like they pass themselves off as a passenger jet, but they really are just like a big biz jet. Love to see a hot start A220, and now there's a lot of planes out there that would be fun to see. Hot Start's working on the Slotation, right? The 525. That'll probably be a pretty amazing rendition. There is an A220 that's being developed as well right now. That's I'm blanking on their name, but they've paired up with Asobo, I believe. The Global 8 was tested to break the sound barrier. Oh man, and it happened in a test flight. Wow. Alright, coming up on 10, let's put some landing lights on. Engine starts are on continuous. Everything there looks good. I will make a radio call here in just a little bit. We need to get down to 3. Why are we not descending? Oh, we need to be above 3, I guess. There we go. Oh, we're slowing down. A little decel point there. I would love a good Falcon. Karen Auto made the Falcon 50. That was pretty fun. And then for a while, Aerobasque teased a Falcon. I don't know if it's a Falcon 50 or a Falcon 70, but that project's kind of went quiet. Synaptic Simulations is who's making the A220, and then they partnered up with Asobo, I believe, to kind of get that project finished up. But yeah, we've got a few Falcons that come into our local airfield there, and a tri-jet bizjet's just freaking awesome. Well, and I tell you what, Riley, the Falcon is one of their better ones, honestly. Fly Simware also made a Falcon 50 for X-Plane, by the way. So I liked both of them. I liked both of them. Yeah, you could do the Falcon, you could do across the pond for sure. PC-24 would be awesome. I mean, there's just so many really amazing airplanes. Chuckles, what's up? First time chatter, welcome. If by the way, you Raiders, where are my manners? Welcome to the Melvin Leroy channel. My name is Brant. Great to see you. We're on our way down to Montevideo on descent here. Looks like we might have either some lights from the airport or maybe traffic. There's our low ceilings, so you came at the right time. We do flight sim related antics Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Right around midnight Zulu on Tuesday and Thursday, and then I try to go a little earlier on Saturdays normally, but today it just didn't quite work out. So we're trying to hit a little Montevideo event, but the ATC kind of went away a little sooner than anticipated. We do have tower, which is helpful, but yeah, so we've just been, you know, chit-chatting away as we've made our way down from São Paulo. Had a great flight. Getting a little bit of dawn light here. I think I'll make a call here. Montevideo traffic. Goal 816, 737 out of 6,500 inbound runway 25, Montevideo. Alright, we're going to go ahead and head over to tower. It's giving me a notice here that my temperatures are out of icing range, so that's nice. We're going to go ahead and turn this off. Time to head down, and I think I could arm the approach. I do see a glide slope that we're slightly above. Okay, there's our tower controller. He's a little quiet, so I'm going to turn him up. I hope I don't blast your eardrums out.
Liberando para el pan de 666.
Pan de 661, bienvenido, perdón, 667, bienvenido a Carrasco, buen estacionamiento de tu fecha.
¿Me puede repetir para el 667?
I don't see anybody in front of us here, so should be good to go.
La 34-35 está libre.
Sí, sin problema, runway de golf a la 34-35.
Yeah, we're fully established here, guys. Now it's just time to head down. We go mist, it's a left-hand turn. Hey, JPC. It's left-hand turn out to Renix and 3000. Montevideo Tower, good evening. Goal 816 on a 15-mile final runway 25.
Goal 816, good day, Montevideo Tower. Continue approach number 1, runway 25, wind calm.
Continue approach 25, goal 816. Alright, so that's, yeah, we will turn, we'll climb runway heading initially, then make a left-hand turn out to the Renix waypoint and hold out there at 3000. JPC, hello, my friend. I will get that event posted here. I've been on the road all day long, and then I jumped straight from the road trip to this aircraft. So, but good to see you, man. How are things? JPC, the founder of the Virtual USA Flying Club, and the next event that I'm doing, by the way, you guys, is a poker run, $25 gift card to the person with the top poker hand at the end of the night. So hope you can join us. I need to start to decel, my friends. Decel. 7 miles out. No, I gotta get my speed down. Holy moly.
Goal 816, clear to land runway 25, wind calm.
Clear to land runway 25, goal 816. But we're super fast. We may have to go around. I might have screwed this approach up, guys. We kind of got late on the slowdown. Oh, we're really slamming on the brakes here, guys. Missed altitude, missed approach altitude is set. We're going to go flaps 30. We are slowing down. We're throwing all the passengers into the seat right in front of them. They love that. Flaps 30 set. Yeah, it's not ideal, but it's just how it happened. Gear down, flaps set, lights on. We are good to go. Low ceilings, my friends. Low ceilings. 302.
500.
Checked. Ground contact. Goodness sakes. Oh, just barely got it. Landing. Oh boy, that was something else there. Wow, that was low. My goodness. Holy cow. Oh my goodness. Wow. I was just about to go toga. Holy moly. That was down to the nubs, my friend. This is an exit, isn't it? Come on, baby. Hope I didn't burn my tires up here. Alright. Get off the runway here. That's first and foremost. Wow, that was something else, you guys. Holy cow. The Gold 816 is clear at 25.
Gold 816, welcome to Carrasco. Continue taxi via Gulf, stand off discretion.
Alright, continue taxi via Gulf, stand at our discretion. Nice weather you got here. Rob, good luck, buddy. I should have done an auto land on that. I really should have. I thought the METAR showed 3,000. I must have misread the METAR because I thought the METAR showed 3,000. But no, it's down low, Rock. Best of luck, buddy. Lost in space, thank you. Yeah, I was just was getting ready to reach up and go toga, because I was seeing the lights and stuff kind of pass by on the side, and yeah, well, needless to say, you'd never know. I have the daylight turned on here. You'd never know. It's about 8 in the morning here. Wow, that was something else. I'm not lined up for squat. I'm still kind of shaking here. That was something. We're going to call that our gate. Holy moly. So this is what I had checked, Chris. Right here. Winds are calm, 3,000, baby rain. You know, I was thinking we're gold, right? We're gold. I didn't have anything from... I didn't have any other weather, so that was what I had. But, yeah, as it turned out, it was okay, but maybe it's better that I didn't know. Had I known it was that low, I would have let's see, would I have been able to do a cat? I tell you what, we're going to do this. We're going to just take a second. I don't know that this approach would allow me to do an auto land. We're going to take a look. This will be good for us to investigate. We'll leave the logo light on. Going to come down here and set the parking brake. I should have had the APU going a little sooner so I could kill the engines. What were we expected to have, by the way, on the ground? 6.8. And what did our company say we should have? 6.3. So I don't know, we saved the company like a half a ton or a quarter of a ton of fuel there, so that's good. I got a chance to get that Employee of the Month badge yet. So you check the real METAR on the half, okay. I'm going to pull that up. Low IFR, yeah, so this is a much more, much different story. Runway visual range, yeah. Visibility 400 meters. We definitely were lower than 400 meters, right? That's like 1,200 feet. Fog. Ceiling is saying none. I don't know. Yeah, it's weather reports can be misleading, I guess, but at the end of the day, you got to be ready for anything, right? Okay, so let's get the APU bleed on. Let's cut the engines, and then I want to take a look at a couple things. I want to take a look at our approach and see if we could have flown. Like, is it even possible to fly an auto land on this? So I think this is just a regular ILS Yankee. Yeah, this one you really even can't fly. So the Zulu, though, I bet if we punched in the Zulu, I bet that has Cat 1 and 2. No, it doesn't. I honestly don't know. Yeah, only Cat 3. So
Cresco Tower, M190 on a 10-mile final runway 25.
Do any of the RNPs? What if we came in?
Runway 25 cleared land.
What if we came in on 19? No. None of these guys. Technically, none of these guys. Yeah, no. There isn't a Cat 3 approach to Montevideo. So, yeah, interesting. Yeah, Rob, have fun. That's as late as I've come off of an approach, or come off of autopilot in a long time. The Phoenix, yeah, you can probably do it. All right, let's take a. I wonder if we can do this. I want to come out here. Good Lord, I'm not even going to be able to watch my friend land because you can't see the friggin' runway. I'm going to come out here about where I think he's going to set her down. Goodness, I mean, I don't know if... So Rob's in X-plane, so his weather might be a little different. But we're just gonna see. Let's come down here to Come down here to the threshold and see.
Con plan de vuelo presentado a 6 takeoff 0, listo para copiar.
Yeah, it's just nuts, isn't it, Beethoven? There's our 1,000-footers. All right, we'll go right here. This will be a good look. And then let's also really quickly, he's not quite in just yet. Yeah, so let's take a look at our stats. Let's review our flight. I'm going to pull this off here. I'll pull this up on the other side here.
Temperatura, no, corrijo. Temperatura 1032, altitud 220 final. Responda en 7302 y posterior seguida directo Gauss.
So we had a pretty late slowdown also, but we ended up with 1.2 on the G's, 141 on the airspeed, which was, that's about 6 knots too fast. So that contributed to a pretty hard feet per minute. So it was 891. That was our rate. But we put it down on the center. We were very early. We were very much in a hurry to get down. But I'll take that, an 891, 1.2 G's. In weather like this, I will take that any day of the week and twice on Sunday. This was us. Just maybe a little bit left to center and way short. I mean, past the piano keys, but I'm hearing somebody coming in here. Hold on, let me get rid of my ugly mug. You got this, Rob. This would have been a fun one to do auto land. I can't tell you the last time I've done an auto land in the 737. I truly cannot. Canutus, by the way, hello. Lost in Space, hello. Thank you guys for the compliments there. Snuck in on me. Great to see you guys. Chuckles, did I say hi to you? If I didn't, hello. I can hear the engines. He's down. Wow. Right down the middle. That was a pro landing, dude. I wish I could have... I wish I would have seen it. It looks like you did something similar to me, though, Rob, where you just kind of got it down on the ground. Well done, my friend. Well done, buddy. His scenery will look a little different than mine. I'm straight in, by the way, to the terminal off of Gulf, and I just went a little to the right. Like the first stand off your right. Well, I would show you quite a nice little freeware scenery here, but you'll have to take my word for it. Sierra Uniform, Mike Uniform. Search for it on the TO, and you'll find yourself a really beautiful freeware scenery. All right, well, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. I'm gonna go check in with the folks upstairs. I need to get some dinner, so I think I'm gonna call it one and done tonight. Let me do the outro here.
Thanks for watching my papa.
So you can kind of see up over my right hand shoulder here. Hopefully Rob is coming in, but I appreciate everybody coming in again. Thank you, Chuckles, for the follow. Math 30, thanks for the follow. Cuban Alex, Nebraska Farmer, thank you guys as well for the follow. 757 Spy, thanks again, Dave, for the awesome raid. 80K TTV, thank you for the follow. Victor Hugo, thank you as well. Conti, appreciate the tier 1 reinscription, buddy. 12 months. That's a year of your life. You're never going to get it back, my dude. I'm really sorry about that. Hey, Chris, thank you, sir. Always good to have you. Thanks for sharing the info, by the way, that you shared. Riley as well. Always good to chat with you. Rock Valkyrie, thank you very much for flying along, buddy. It's been far too long, dude. Far too long. Good fixins. Go to bed, dude. You should already be in bed. You're worn out. What are you doing? What are you doing? Go to bed. Go to bed. What's my schedule look like here coming up? Again, I am scheduled to fly. Just got the kids. Time for a beverage, then hitting the hay. Gotcha. Scheduled to fly. Oh, guess who has his strobes on still? Scheduled to fly next Tuesday, but I'm thinking that we'll do a little Moncton Monday. And there's also VATventure tomorrow. I'm hoping to be able to, I'm hoping I'll be done with church in time to come do a little VATventure flight. We will see. Chris, same to you. Hello to your Beethoven as well. There goes Rob Valkyrie. Yeah, it's summertime and the streaming schedule is crazy, so just connect with me on Discord. You guys know the usual routes. I'll let you know as soon as I can what I'm planning, and yeah, we'll figure something out. But I'm gonna try to fly a little bit now that I got the little dude kind of off and taken care of, and yeah, I've got a couple appointments here and there, but for the most part, I should be freed up a little bit more to fly during the day as well. So expect a couple of bonus flights, maybe in some non-normal times. Again, I'll let you know when those, if and when those occur. All right, we're gonna go over and say hello to Scotty Dahati. He is, again, he's testing out that Bing Maps thing here. It looks like he's lined up somewhere in the, I think he might be in the A320. So I'll meet you over there, guys. Again, thank you so much. I hope you have a good rest of your Saturday. Can't wait to fly with you again. We'll see you over at Scotty's channel. And until I'm in the air next time, take care, guys. God bless.